Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's What's Up Wednesday. Today, I'm joined by Sondra Ranum with the Colorado Department of Higher Education. She's going to be going over the ECE Educator Funding opportunities that are being distributed in partnership with CDEC. So hi, Sondra, and welcome. Thanks so much for joining today.
Hi there. So happy to be here.
Absolutely. So kick us off today just by briefly explaining your role with the Department of Higher Ed.
Absolutely. So I am the Director of ECE Workforce Policy. And in this position, I work closely with the Department of Early Childhood, the Governor's Office, institutions of higher education, and other relevant state agencies to lead ECE workforce policy activities specific to degree pathways and attainment. The focus is on strengthening alignment across early childhood workforce efforts with higher education policy initiatives and programs, including credit for prior learning, stackable credentials, and funding opportunities like our partnership with the CDEC to distribute the stipends for ECE 1011 and ECE 1031, the ECE scholarships and loan forgiveness for early childhood teachers.
Awesome. Great background. Thank you for that. So go ahead and break it down for us. What are these funding opportunities that are available we're talking about today?
Right. So the stipends for ECE, what was ECE 101 and ECE 103, those numbers have changed to 1011 and 1031. Those stipends pay the tuition and course-related fees for students who qualify for in-state tuition at a public community college or university and who do not already meet early childhood teacher qualifications for childcare licensing purposes. The focus of these funds is to recruit new teachers interested in serving young children. The scholarships provide a flexible funding opportunity for students who are working toward a certificate or a degree in ECE. These funds are allocated to the public institutions of higher ed as block grants with a great deal of flexibility for the faculty in the ECE program to distribute the funds based on the needs of their students. And then the loan forgiveness program is focused on retaining current teachers who are working to pay off federal student loan debt. Applicants may receive up to $5,000 in federal student loan forgiveness annually. It's a 2-year program, and so applicants must reapply for each program year. And with limited funds, not every applicant will receive the loan forgiveness,
Sure.
But we also are able to make available for up to 3,000 applicants some financial wellness supports at no charge.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a big process. That's awesome, though. So who all is eligible for the funding? I might have missed that.
So for the stipends, because that is really focused on recruiting new teachers into the field, that is for individuals who do not yet meet one of the 9 different pathways for early childhood teacher qualifications and childcare licensing. It's also for students who qualify for in-state tuition at community college or any of the universities that offer the equivalent courses. However, there is an appeal process in place for students who don't qualify for in-state tuition, but who are working in a Colorado early childhood program to apply to receive funds up to the in-state tuition level. So again, those stipends are for new teachers who do not yet meet those ECT qualification requirements.
Okay.
The scholarships, now those are intended to be much more flexible and to really be based on the needs of students who are in declared ECE certificate or degree pathways. So there's a lot of flexibility on how those funds can be distributed to students.
Awesome.
We've asked our IHE, institutions of higher ed, to prioritize students who are bilingual or who are from historically marginalized communities. However, there's a lot of discretion there. The students do need to be registered in the PDIS and be willing to provide their PDIS username to their college or university. Also, these funds can be used for out-of-state tuition, general education courses that are required for a degree, or other student support such as textbooks, transportation, childcare. It's really up to the faculty to determine what's going to best meet the needs of their current students.
That's incredible. Okay, awesome.
Yeah. And then the loan forgiveness, so that the intention of this is to really focus on those who are already teaching and who've already completed some higher ed, but again, have that loan forgiveness debt. And so those are for ECE teachers, ECE special service providers, ECE directors, floaters, assistant teachers, or paraprofessionals. And If it's somebody in a school district, an educator license is not required as long as you're working in an ECE classroom.
Okay.
For the loan forgiveness, the ECE educators must be currently employed full-time in a licensed childcare program. Priority is being given to individuals early in their career and bilingual professionals. Again, folks need to be registered in the PBIS, and only applicants with federal student loans will qualify for that
Okay.
funding.
Awesome. And then how long did you say it's available for funding with?
So all three of these are currently available through June of 2024.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, they've got some time then to get everything enrolling on that.
Yeah.
Awesome. So for anyone that has questions on this or wants to learn more, or any resources that you want to share for those watching, kind of where can they go to with questions and who can they contact?
Absolutely. So on our website, so highered.colorado.gov, if you look on the blue tab at the top for where it says educators, and then the drop down there, there's educator funding opportunities, and you'll find a link in there for the ECE funding opportunities. We also have a dedicated email address for any inquiries, and that's ECE Educator Funding at dhe.state.co.us. So anybody who has questions can email that email address and get the information that they need.
Awesome. I'll include both of those that you mentioned in the caption and the comments whenever they're watching. Thank you for that.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Well, feel free to share any final comments, updates, or feedback regarding CDEC or the ECE field in general.
Sure. So I think one thing I'd really love to emphasize is that for a long time, higher education has really been seen as a barrier for ECE teachers. It's been seen as too expensive and not responsive to the cultural or linguistic background of many ECE teachers. And while that may have been true in the past, in Colorado, we're really fortunate that our institutions of higher ed and our ECE faculty are so committed to the ECE workforce, and they are implementing a large variety of approaches to make their programs more accessible, equitable, and supportive. ECE faculty across the state meet regularly together to learn from each other and to create more seamless options so that students can be successful no matter where they start or finish their higher ed pathway in ECE. Most of the ECE higher ed programs are either offering or working to offer numerous options for credit for prior learning so that teachers' work experience can count towards college credit. Additionally, many programs are offering options for teachers to complete coursework at their place of employment and either in their home language or with support in their home language. And so with all of these innovative approaches that our IHE partners are offering with this current funding that's available, it's really just such a great time for anyone interested in ECE to pursue a higher education pathway.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that info. Yeah, I'm hoping that everyone can kind of take advantage of that as they kind of have the time and ability to do so. Awesome. Right. Thank you so much, Sondra. We appreciate you being on here today and joining, and we'll see everyone next time. Have a good one.
Great. Thank you. Bye.
Absolutely. Bye.